electronic deposit. This is an amount of money which the bank initially received from its customers who paid in form of debit and credit cards. That transaction, those amounts are eventually transferred to the bank account. But before that is done, we debit the electronic receipts account, and when we confirm the transfer on the bank statement, then we make a transfer from electronic receipts to the bank account in our records. So now we need to identify the form for recording this transaction. Click Journals, and a single journal should do. Now on this small journal or single journal, what we require are two accounts: the account to be debited, which is the bank account, and by default that is bank one, and then the electronic receipts account is to be credited. Assuming we don't know the account numbers, of course the option is scrolling through this list, but it's a bit long. I think it's faster if we went to the PDF and identified these accounts in the alphabetical chart of accounts. So click our PDF. We want electronic receipts, which is account 211 at the bottom there. And then bank 1 is account 205. Hope we'll keep that in our memory. So we come back to our form. The account to be debited is account 205. Type 205. Click tab. And the one to be credited is account 211. 211. Click tab. Electronic receipts comes up. Click tab. And now we go back to the bank statement to identify the amount, which was 94. So type 94. Click tab. The negative is generated below. We don't need to put anything in the VL column. Click tab, and the narration is electronic deposit. Electronic deposit. Deposit. Click tab. Source document number is BS43. BS43. Click tab, and then we get the date from the source document, which is the 3rd of November, 03/11/15. Tab, and now remember, November is the first month of our demo business. Type 01, click tab. Now remember, the first quarter is auto selected, and the negative amount is already generated. So all we need to do is to click insert and exit. So when that is clicked, we get a confirmation, and as we can see behind here, the transaction is already at the back. So when we click OK, the transaction is on the double entry sheet. The date is there, the month is there, the quarter is there, narration is there, document number, transaction number, the amount. Now this 94 is debited to account 205, and then this minus 94 is credited to account 211. And that's about it. So the next thing to do is to update our reports using the Control Alt F5. Control Alt F5 on my keyboard, and the transactions are there. So we make a quick look. Click periodic reports, general ledger, and this is what we've entered. 94 debited to bank 1 and 94 credited to electronic receipts. Quick look at the trial balance to confirm double entry. The two entries are there, and we have a 0. That is how the transaction is recorded. Now let's click double entry to go back to where the transaction is pasted. This is where our electronic deposit transaction is pasted, and that's about it. See you on the next task.